So, while concentrating on the 5th day of the month, using the device for development of concentrations of eternal life, PRK1U, we keep in mind the macro goal, salvation, harmonious development. We keep in mind the notice of Grigori Grabovoi in the book Resurrection of People and Eternal Life from Now On Is Our Reality, where he says precisely and clear one of the main tasks of this book is to rescue, to prevent global possible catastrophes. And from our soul, as I've learned from Evgenia, and from the infinite future, from the eternity, we received tasks for our daily life, for our development. So we just get tasks which we can also solve, of course. On the 5th day of the month, you should concentrate on the elements of the reality which arise as a result of your interaction with other elements of the reality. I will explain what it means. When you pay attention to some object, by this, generally speaking, you concentrate your consciousness on this object. Due to connection with you, this object, this element of the reality, possesses a certain degree of your concentration and a certain volume of your knowledge. This object in its turn transfers to other elements of the reality a part of the information received from you and something from your state. For example, the same way as the light from the sun shining on various objects is partially reflected from them, and it lights some other objects. So when you looked at some object, it means after interaction with you, transferred something to the external medium, something from itself. Thus, your task is as follows: to think and to reveal what each element of the reality transfers to the external medium from itself. You may, of course, stop on one thing. You concentrate on it and simultaneously imagine the event you require. The method is like this. Its peculiarity is as follows: concentration on the revealed by you so-called secondary element brings to realization of the desired event. So, with the help of logical thinking, of clairvoyance, or any other spiritual methods, you find out what exactly the element of the reality chosen by you gives to the external medium after interaction with you. When you concentrate on this consequence, on this secondary element of the reality, and simultaneously imagine the desirable event, you achieve its realization. 7-digit number 10843221. 9-digit number 194321054. When you see the sky, you know that there is the earth. When you see the earth, you may think about the sky. If you are under the earth, the sky exists above it. These simple truths should be the source of the eternal world. Join the sky with the earth, and you will see that everything that is under the earth may be above the earth. Go towards you, spirit, and find the horizon where they are. Bring the infinity to the truth of the world, and you will see that the world is endless. When you see this, you will see the true Creator. You will see the real Creator, since He gave you what you have. And you create the same way as He has created. He is very close to you. He is your friend. He loves you. You should stretch your hands to Him and create the same way as He creates. Only Creator may create creators. You should be harmonic with your Creator. You should be open for Him, and you should be eternal in all of your manifestations, in all of your creations. Anything you want to correct, you may always correct. Anything you want to create, you may create in that place where you are and when you would wish. There is the eternity for perfection. For affairs, the eternity is multiplied by the acts of the Creator. You are that one whom the Creator has seen in you, whom He has created in you. However, you are also that one who wants the Creator to personify Himself with His acts in that infinity in which you see yourself. The Creator who is present in you is that Creator who is moving together with you in each of your actions. Apply to Him, and you will have the harmony.
The sixth day. On this day, you fulfill concentration, the essence of which may be worded as follows. Changes structure of consciousness and density of concentration due to perception of remote objects. In this way of concentration is convenient to apply when you want the required event to happen in some determined place. Then you need to go to concentrate your consciousness just in this area. This method can be successfully used when you, vice versa, do not want realizations of some situation in a certain place if you understand it as unfavorable. In this case, you have to break up the negative information. Break up means detent, deconcentrate consciousness in this place. As a result, appearing rarefaction brings to non-realization of an unfavorable situation. Realization of a desirable event in a chosen place can be achieved with the help of concentration of your consciousness there due to remote elements of your consciousness. We discussed this way of control before. When you use it, you use those elements of consciousness which are responsible for perception of remote objects. Doing this, you can perceive real physical objects remote as you see them with your usual eyesight, or you can contemplate remote objects with your mental sight. In this and another case, you use the remote elements of your consciousness, and if doing this, you fix in your consciousness the event which you would like to realize in a determined place, it would take place exactly there. So the essence of this method is like that. The more remote parts of your consciousness you use to place the information, the better it is processed and the desirable event is realized fully. The event will happen in the required place. Concerning destructive forces, the method of defocusing can be used. By defocusing of your consciousness, you may make the negative information so rarefied that as a matter of fact it would stop being perceived, as if it has never existed. 7-digit number 195487. 9-digit number 1943210099. Having seen the world as if it has been turned over, you should always know that any upturned, any disconnected or present world is always the world of unity, harmony, and blessing. You should understand that there is always the God's blessing behind all upturned and ambiguous, non-typical states of the world, and you may have this harmony only from the awareness that you have always been eternal and will remain eternal, and no structure, no information will change this will of the God.